Wow. Witam Was w kolejnym odcinku. Odkryłam przed chwilą, że może na najbliższy termin mam film, ale potem już nie mam żadnych i bym się zestresowała. Tak w ostatniej chwili nagrywała, to nie byłoby zbyt fajnie. Zobaczmy, co mamy w takim razie do zrobienia. Już mi się zdążyło zapomnieć. Mam tą główną, tą poboczną. To jest daleko jeszcze. Tereny wszystkie złowiłam. Zrobiłam. Złowiłam też, wszystko złowiłam, jak trzeba. Tylko że to i tak jeszcze trochę zajmie, więc kontynuujemy z głównymi misjami. Zobaczymy, co dalej. Dobra.
Ready. Gotta be.
Nie próbuj. Tamten wiedział, jeden wiedział co robić. A, myślę, że będzie serce. Właściwie miałam... podkrywałam tutaj. To na luzie. Potem i tak się udamy tutaj. Więc będzie gituwa. Okej, nie mam zielonego pojęcia, co się stało, ale skraszowała mi się gra, więc zaczynamy... Ups, w tym samym miejscu.
Clever.
Wcześniej mi jakoś lepiej poszło. Nie mogę tym razem trafić. No nic. Czekaj, wykończę cię już. No, nie uciekaj. No zresztą jak chcesz. No. Tych tutaj to pełno jest. No ale chcę stąd. Czemu nie serce?
They're scanning for me.
O! Nie pójdziemy. możemy rozmawiać.
So she survived her wounds.
Jak widać.
My own guess.
Hobbled off the valley to save
So,
herself.
you're Aloy.
Yep.
I've heard about you from the war party, the hero of Devil's Grief.
One of them, maybe. I didn't fight alone. You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital. West will take you to it, but their soldiers will stop you long before you get there.
They can try.
No, what I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between east and west. Word is, the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
Ah, then I'll go to the fort and tell them it's dealt with. I've destroyed the corrupted machines in the valley.
All by yourself.
I'm good with a bow. So I'll find this Karja fort to the west? And beyond that, Meridian?
Yes, the Karja call the place Day Tower. It's not far from the Forsaken Village.
What Forsaken Village?
It had a name once, not that it matters now. I was born there.
What happened to it?
The war. The Karja destroyed it in one of their red raids. I was 15 at the time. I got away, others weren't so lucky. The Nora withdrew to this place, Mother's Crown. Relinquished our claim on the valley. Even now, with the war behind us, we've left the valley be. A kind of buffer between the Sundom and our sacred land.
How far has the corruption spread?
I've seen it myself in machines at the head of the valley, and there's been word of corrupted machines in the south, too. Whatever the corruption is, it doesn't just affect machines. It burns flesh and sickens the injured.
Do the corrupted machines have any weaknesses?
Fire seems to affect them more than ordinary machines. A small mercy. This is a curse only the goddess can lift.
Unless we find out what's behind it and put a stop to it.
The matriarchs have spoken, Aloy. All we can do is fight, and pray to the goddess.
Mother's Crown guards the edge of the sacred land, right? So do you see a lot of foreigners here?
Yes. Not here in the village itself, of course, but in the valley beyond. Since the war ended, foreigners have been allowed in the valley, and Nora can trade with them, if they choose. It's a kind of in-between place, neither foreign nor sacred land. If you're curious, visit Hunter's Gathering. It's little more than a heap of dingy shelters and tents, but foreigners use it as a way station.
Sounds like a place where I could find out more about Meridian. So you're in charge of the defenses here.
I have Sona's counsel, though she really should rest.
Good luck convincing her to do that.
Mother's Crown defends itself. During the war, it survived 15 assaults, broke 3 invasions. We will endure.
Trying to live up to glorious pasts has a way of getting people killed.
You wouldn't know this, but I won the proving the year I ran. Like you, I started off behind, had to find a shortcut. I barely made it, crossed the finish line with a broken ankle.
This isn't the proving, Maria. This is real.
You missed my point. Getting posted to Mother's Crown? It was the boon I requested. My prize for winning. Trying to live up to the glory of the Nora hasn't killed me yet. But if it has to, I'm willing.
I should be going.
All right. Be careful out there, Aloy. I hope you find whatever it is you're after.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Next time, I'll remember what the Matrix decreed. Careful out there.
To idziemy. Z tym, że pójdziemy trochę szybszą trasą. Może... Spróbuję to zrobić tak, zobaczyć jak jest mniej więcej w tym samym miejscu. Wow. Nawet bez tej zbroi tak bym to zrobiła. Te to są zajadły. Zaatakują cię, choćby nie wiem co. używam tych strzał. Myślałem, że bandyci wyłonią. O. No, nie tak łatwo nie pokonać, zwłaszcza z tym ekwipunkiem. No, zbieraj. O nie. Chodźmy jeszcze tam po drodze. Przyszło mi powiadomienie, ale w sumie... Debiki. W sumie tylko o tym, że jest to pierwszy. No. To nie wiem, jak to jest, tak? To akurat będzie.
Not gonna be a problem overriding that lance horn. Catching it, though.
Nie tak blisko, ziomusiu, nie tak blisko. Nigdy nie próbuj mnie atakować. Ja się będę bronić. Nie w tą stronę. Ziomuś, robisz piec kolejny. Robisz piec kolejny. Więcej. Dziękuję bardzo. Nie widzicie mnie, nie widzicie mnie, nie widzicie mnie. Nie widzicie mnie. Wcale nie, to nie. Ja mi się podobało. Skażona strefa. Ale teraz.
More than equipped to take you on. Here they come. Corrupted watchers. I've done what I can to cleanse this valley of corruption. Time to see if the Karja Forge will let me pass over the mountains.
Świetna robota, Ejlej, świetna. Z moją asystą. Tylko razem mogłyśmy sobie poradzić z tym zadaniem. O, tutaj bandyci są. Kolejne strefy. To tutaj zawsze było? Odkrywam tą grę na nowo. Naprawdę. Gdybym chciała główną misję, to jest... To i tak w to samo miejsce idzie. Dobra. Nie, no to idziemy jeszcze tutaj. Gdzie jesteś? Rogaczu mój, który nie umie biegać. Ja wiem, że ludzie bardzo narzekali, ale do tej pory Mi nie przeszkadzało to jeżdżenie. Teraz nawet mi przeszkadza to jeżdżenie, co jest... niesamowite. Nie chcę ich zapisać.
Yeah, Dave, one of us.
Coś jeszcze zostało? Jeszcze coś tam jest. I skończone.
Better watch for machine lights through the trees.
Zbijam zajączka przez przypadek. Okej, tutaj jeszcze są jakieś członki. Totalnie nie przypominam sobie tego miejsca. Chyba to się wszystko jeszcze przy żyrafie otworzy pewnie. Odkryje cała ta okolica. Tylko przynajmniej mam nadzieję. Byłoby miło. Okej. Krótkie cięcie było, bo oni zaczęli gadać i wołać. Będę musiała pewnie wyciąć spory fragment. I lecimy już w stronę dalszych tam rzeczy do zrobienia. Co tutaj? No to trzeba. Laki. Już tam wszystko ustawiałam, co chciałam. Nie wiem, czerpię satysfakcję z tego, że mogę sobie pobiegać w tej grze. Jak wyjdzie nareszcie druga część na PC, to pewnie będę biegać tylko i wyłącznie. Żeby jak najwięcej czasu spędzić w grze. Jeszcze ta grafika jest tak ładna. Żałuję, że już nie mam dostępu do tej gry.
Sounds of fighting. Has something attacked the cart afoot?
Nie widać.
A corruptor!
Dobra. I tak zaczniemy od tego, wszystko w tym samym miejscu.
Truly, the sun shines upon us this day.
It wasn't the sun risking its ass down here.
Right.
So, Will you open the gate for me now?
You heard her! Open the gates! And send word to Captain Balon! Where you headed, girl?
West! To Meridian!
The Way of Broken Stones is a hard run, even in the best of times. You might want to have a word with Captain Balon. He came from Meridian not long ago. You find him in the fort, on a balcony to the left overlooking the valley.
Okay, thanks.
We're the ones who should be thanking you for taking down those machines. Walk in light, Nora.
Dziękuję bardzo. Tu jeszcze trochę jest zimnawo, ale...
Whoever's in charge here might know what Krakoa came through.
Ale... bliżej południka już zmienimy strój. Już nie będzie tak wspaniale. Dobra.
Had to take over my brother's shit today. As
Sure
sure as
there
the
is in
sun's
the
rising, he's
Nukelands.
off courting that noble girl.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work keeping
You'll
the
like
city
what I have
safe.
for sale, I promise.
I heard you talking about trouble in Banuk lands.
Was that out loud? Ears must be getting worn down from all those long leg blasts. But you heard right. I'm fresh back from the cut, looking for better scavenging and better shards.
I guess you didn't find them up there?
Not with the Banuk wailing about new machines and talking spirits and their purses frozen shut. What's a trade route without trade? It's just a route.
There's a trade route. I thought the Banuk kept to themselves.
We Oseram and the Banuk are neighbors, after all. What's a few mountain ranges between friends? I have some acquaintances out there, still trying to dig a living out of the ice, but they say nothing seems to stick. All the superstitious nonsense and rampaging machines aren't helping.
What were these new machines and spirits?
Honestly, I don't even know. Going by the number of Banuk funerals, I'd say the kind you turn away from.
Not really my style.
Well, if you reach my grand old age, you might prefer picking up after hunters in the Sundom. It's warmer, too.
What is this place? The Cut?
When the Karja took up swords and hacked away at the edge of Banuk land, they left the Cut behind.
So a battleground from the war. Like the valley outside the Sacred Land.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Pass in the far north and east will get you there. It's open to outlanders, hardy ones, like you. Just don't expect much of a welcome. Especially not now.
No dobra. Czyli mamy już tutaj wspomnienie o naszym dodatku.
New machines and talking spirits? I'm interested.
Thought as much, just looking at you. Don't say you weren't warned. There's a slip of a trail through the northeastern mountains, past what we call the Grave Horde. You won't miss it. You'll find what passes for a town on the other side. Maybe someone there can talk you out of it.
Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks for the information.
Całe szczęście, że w tej grze... No właśnie. Mamy...
Never let anyone say the car just slack off. As the sun witnesses, we come back.
Mamy polskie napisy.
The longer this split with the Shadow Guard
Captain Balon, I have questions for you. First, about another Nora woman who might have come through here. And second, about the trail to Meridian. What can I expect on the way?
Well, there was definitely another Nora. No way I'd forget that. She caused an incident. As for what to expect on the trail, nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. All of them confirmed my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell her what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
Now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
Can't you send more soldiers to find the missing men? What about Waleed here?
Most Nora still don't take well to the sight of Karja armor. Officially, it's a risk to send patrols so close to your sacred land. I'd prefer not to do that again. But heading that way won't be a problem for you.
Please say yes.
What was that, soldier?
Nothing, sir.
What is this place exactly?
Day Tower marks the eastern edge of Karja territory. A trading post, a way station. One with an ugly reputation among your people. During the reign of the last Sun King, many Nora were taken captive, then gathered here for transport to Meridian, and sacrifice. But the sun set on that. I was appointed by the Sun King Avad to make sure old Karja at this outpost show respect to the Nora.
Fajnie, bo od niego możemy się sporo dowiedzieć. Myślę, że wysłuchamy wszystkiego, co chce nam przekazać i potem resztę skończymy w następnym odcinku. Ale zobaczymy.
Where do things stand between your tribe and the Nora now?
Sun King Avad wants peace. So do the matriarchs, I'm told. But old wounds are slow to mend, and both tribes are proud. My task is to make sure there are no further provocations from the Sundom. Especially now after... well, while your people recover from this terrible attack, I mean.
What's Meridian like?
It's a changed place. A living city. Nothing like it was during the rule of Sun King Jiran. Avad, our new king, has done all he can to make sure of that. Slavery has been abolished. There's a new alliance with the Oseram. And the Sun Ring, where so many Outlanders were killed, is now a memorial to the fallen.
It sounds as though you approve of the new Sun King.
He is the chosen of the sun, and what the Sundom needs after 10 years of war. A calming light, not a scouring one. Sun King Jiran would shed blood at any slight. For Sun King Avad, that's a last resort. Lucky for those who slight him. Some whisper in the shadows that he's weak. No. Peace is strength, as the sun shall show.
So the Karja are allied with the Oseram?
Hard to believe, but it's true. Mad Sun King Jiran raided the Oseram for years. Avad managed to get them on his side. He had help, of course. Ursur and Eren played a part. Oseram siblings, bigger than life. They gathered an army to free Meridian. I marched with them. Scaled the North Cliff with my men and secured the Temple of the Sun. Sent Jiran's kestrels and priests packing. Now Oseram are a common sight in the city. And a common sound, too. They sure bicker a lot.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the road to Meridian?
Sun King Avad has devoted considerable resources to making it safe. But by the sun's witness, it's been harder to control in peace than it was during the war. The machines grow more dangerous all the time. Add to that bandits and new reports of this corruption. We're stretched thin to protect a few outposts like this one. As for everywhere else, well, travel at your own risk.
Did an Oseram named Olin come through here?
Twice. He was part of the royal delegation to the Nora. When they passed through on the way, then back. They brought back stories of a vicious attack on your people. My condolences, of course.
Do you know where Olin is now?
Not exactly. But he was on his way to Meridian, I'm certain of that. Everyone goes to Meridian.
You said something happened with Nakoa.
The Nora girl? Yes, something happened. Attempted murder. Prefect Zaid can tell you more about it. You can find him near the main tower, up the steps.
Wait. Zaid is here?
He is. Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. If there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive. Oh, speak to him. Maybe he knows where she went. And try not to assault him, please.
Dobra, może jednak skończymy z tą
I'll
nakołą.
see what I can do about your missing men.
I will be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
Witaj, Zaid.
You're Zaid.
And you're Anora. I can tell from your tone you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King of Odd has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Said.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct last night. I want to know what they were doing.
Sorry, gościu.
Could have sworn the others stalled.
Can't trust him, not after what Jan told me.
Oh well.
That garrison is my
I've
only
got
lead.
all the best goods here.
Trochę daleko, ale dobra. Idziemy z tym koksem. Jedziemy, znaczy się.
Beyond the sacred land. I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus, who the woman is, the one who looks like me, why they want me dead. Olin's trail leads to Meridian. When I catch him, he will talk. Then he will pay for all the lives he's ruined.
Piękny widok. I mi się ścięła gra niestety. Hop. Już się zaczyna robić cieplej.
Might regret this.
Czemu? Nie mogę prześledzić sobie. Aha, to było obecnie.
Glad that storm's over.
Co się właśnie stało? Ale dziwny pak. Nigdy tak się nie robiło. wcześniej. Dobra. Zmieniamy stronę. Już nie będzie tak słodko i przyjemnie. A, to te próby. Okej, już nie wiem, co trzeba było dokładnie zrobić, ale... No, są ciekawe ogólnie. Są mocne i ciekawe. Idziemy dalej ścieżką. Co ty tam uderzysz? I czemu się nie da zeskanować? Aha, właśnie, o tym mówię. Nie walcz ze mną, proszę, typu. Dziękuję bardzo. Pomij moją obecność tutaj. O, kolejnego gniewa. No, w sumie będzie długi ten odcinek, więc może dobrze. Tak już chcę raz na dokładnie to wstawiać. Nie, dobra. W sumie jeden z najfajniejszych strojów w tej grze. W sumie nie, chyba moje ulubione jest. Fajna jest też wersja tak jakby tych takich ciemnych. Taka ciemna jakby, ale no jakość jest gorsza tej zbroi, więc dlatego nie muszę. I 3 najlepsze w sumie, no bo tak, mam tą oczywiście, która jest tam super jeżeli chodzi o technologię i z tą obroną, ta jest fajna, bo regeneruje życie i jest do banuków. I w sumie też nie wyglądasz tak źle. Ale to jest najładniejsze jednak. I nawet bym mogła nosić czapę. No ale tego nie lubię. Czy 600? Dobra. Nie to. No way.
I saw some of the places you'd been. The new settlers have no appreciation of craft. They'd already piled your work in a ditch. But I knew the signs to look for. The scrabble in the dirt, those surprised splashes. I did tell you we'd meet again.
Nil. Still hunting bandits?
Oh, yes. I've been sharpening my blade, anticipating the scent of the fight. Don't get me wrong, these scum are odorous. A little panic and desperation really sets it off, though, like an incense.
So, what's your knife called?
Why would someone name a knife?
So much for small talk.
Are you ready?
Just don't think this means I enjoy it.
Don't worry. will take your secret to their graves.
Dobra, później. Ziomuś później. Wow, to było dobre. Aha. Z tym gościem też nie chcemy zaprzyjaźnić na razie później. Musimy tego powoli nie wyzwalić. Nie, na razie nie. W tą stronę, w tą stronę. Nie chciałam się robić krzywy solem, to blisko stała. Przerzucanie liny. Sorki, nie chciałam.
Seems like an ordinary outpost. I better look around.
I'm so bored. I'm bored with being bored.
I'm bored with you talking about
being bored.
I'm bored with you complaining about me being bored.
I wasn't complaining about you being bored. I was complaining about your complaining.
Hold, Outlander! What are you doing here?
Prefect Zaid told me that bandits abducted a girl near here. Do you know where they might have taken her?
Zaid told you that, did he? Huh. No bandits around here, girl. But I think I can help you find your friend. The boss sent us a fresh one, boys. Wrap her up and tie her down.
We're under attack. I'm looking right at her.
All right, let's see what Zaid's hiding out here.
No.
Not just chains, manacles. They were moving prisoners somewhere.
No właśnie. No. Szukamy. Ach, ten Zaid. Tak teraz jak się myśli, że jest lepszym od nas. My tutaj z Airem tworzymy idealny team, więc... Aż tam daleko to biegnie. Wspomniałam, jaka ta misja jest
The
długa.
tracks lead to that compound. Maybe Nakoa's inside.
That Nora girl we got in the hole is nice and lean.
Don't get ideas. Zaid says hands off or he'll let her price it off.
Sounds like Nakoa's here. And I'm gonna have to cut through these guards to get to her.
Jakoś sobie poradzimy.
We've got company.
Get back in there and fight!
Dostałam klucze. Tutaj chyba się nie dało dostać, prawda? Ej, nie. No, tam są na dole chyba. Czy to nie było jakiegoś alarmu, czy coś?
Prisoners. Chained up to be sold as slaves.
Talk to Nakoa. She'll know what to do.
Nakoa? Jan sent me. Look, we can talk more once we get everyone out of this pit.
Jan sent you? I don't believe it. Well, I guess one of his prayers finally worked.
I've got the key.
I'll help the others. Let's go.
I knew you were going to be trouble, girl. But you'll make it worth our while in the end.
The end is now, Zaid! For you and your men!
Steady!
Tchórz.
You gave him a quicker death than he deserved.
My father was a hunter. He taught me every animal deserves a clean kill.
How did Zaid come to run a ring of slavers?
All the scum you just killed, they butchered for Zaid during the Red Raids. The new Sun King kicked them out of the army, but Zaid managed to lie his way out of trouble, then saw a new way to make a shard, putting his grunts to work here.
How did Zaid capture you?
I tried to get him at Day Tower, but he caught me, then let me go so he could have his men grab me later.
And after?
Said he was gonna sell me into slavery like the other poor bastards that came through here week to week. But he took his time, kicked me around whenever he stopped by. Guess me trying to kill him hurt his pride.
What are you gonna do now?
The others were in that cellar for months. The more run down they got, the harder it was for Zaid to sell them. They need food, rest, and hope. I'll take them to Meridian and tend to them.
You've been through a lot.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Zaid's dead. I was ready to go through anything to make that happen. And I did.
You're not even going to try to go back? What about Jan?
The matriarchs won't let me back. Even if they would, I wouldn't go. They can burn for all I care. As for Jan, I know a way to get word to him. I'll miss that runt. But at least he'll know I'm safe.
Time for me to go.
Look, I don't even know your story. It must be a good one if they gave you the mark of a seeker. If you ever feel like telling it, look me up in Meridian. I'll be there until the others get back up on their feet. Until then, thank you for helping me cut this rot from the world. I don't know. Maybe now I can put Zaid behind me and remember my father as I should.
My turn.
Yo. Epic.
As soon as the others are ready, we'll...
No.
Thanks again for all your help.
Ja chcę tylko... Coś ciekawego? Nie. Dobra. No to co? Pomogliśmy pokonać Zaida. To wszystko w tym odcinku. Do zobaczenia w następnym. Bye bye.